Good morning, Busy Bees. It's Monday, July 13th. Here's your morning news rundown in under 5 minutes. Lindsey Graham passed away. They released a preliminary report on his cause of death, which is aorta dissection. I believe they call that a widowmaker heart attack. He's 71, had heart disease, and he's no longer with us. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster is expected to appoint an interim Republican. Best believe he's going to be MAGA, to push whatever the head of the regime is trying to push. Elections are in November, midterm elections, so we are looking forward to that. Speaking of, Lindsey Graham's office released a photo and a statement of him in a nursing home, a hospital, where he's all decked out in a button-down and jeans. I've never seen that in a hospital facility before, with no monitors, and a touched-up picture of him looking possibly younger. He hasn't spoken, all right? He hasn't given a press conference. If he can be propped up for a photo, then he can speak, right? Yeah, I have my doubts on what they released. I don't know about yours, and maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist also. I am, especially when it comes to that CERN. Anyway, the Iran war is escalating. The Strait of Hormuz, Iran says, is closed, completely closed. The head of the regime says it's open, it's closed, it's open. I feel like I'm in a Bugs Bunny cartoon here. That's not fun and not funny. Where's Congress, right? Where is congressional approval for this war? It was a conflict, right? No matter how many times they claim to stop and start the clock, this has to come to a head in our Congress. How long we're going to let this run amok and put American citizens' necks on the line? I don't know what we're paying these people for. And if we had a button to stop payment, I think we should. They've already enriched themselves by millions of dollars anyway. They don't need their little $174,000 they were complaining about. Here in New York, safety netting has been added to the former Pfizer building that was on the verge of collapse. And me and my husband work in that area. I won't say location, but we are very familiar with that area every day of the week. And so it is a concern. I don't see what's happening with our Department of Buildings. There's a large amount of sagging. They put supports up from the 9th floor going all the way up, so I would feel more comfortable if they took that down, but who knows? That developer and that construction site has been cited many times for safety issues, and reportedly it indicates it's primarily built with non-union people. Now, you can say what you want about unions, but there's a strict protocol and guidelines that they have to follow, which, as we can see, this is what happens when you take shortcuts and try to save dollars instead of saving people. And that's the problem with capitalism sometimes. New Jersey Delaney Hall Immigration Detention Center and facility in Newark is again drawing national attention. The warehouse conversions to detention centers is back on in New Jersey, according to the AP News. And I don't know what else to say about, new facilities being built and old facilities not being toured and not in compliance with, human rights, because these people are human. Anyway, those are the stories I'm going to cover. Like, share, follow, stay smart, stay safe, and stay informed.